Do I even need to ask?
You are trying to protect Scootaloo, aren't you? I haven't heard from her all day, and Rarity said some things about you three that seemed awfully suspicious.
Everything about those three seems awfully suspicious, Twilight.
Yeah, you got it, Twi.
Apple Bloom, listen to me. I know your heart is in the right place, but this isn't the right way to protect Scootaloo. There's an investigative team coming in from Canterlot to handle this case. It's very, very important that I have this case closed before they get here.
You don't mean that investigation team, do ya?
I'm afraid I do.
It has the pony version of Gumshoe or something, doesn't it?
Okay, I get it, Twi. No more hiding, promise. I wasn't being truthful because, well, I was awful worried about Scootaloo.
Voice acting's getting quiet.
See, last night, we were rehearsing a comedy routine that we had planned to put on for Rarity's birthday, which is coming up pretty soon. We've been doing that for quite a while now.
Oh, wow.
Oh, right! Comedy, of course! Great!
Yeah, great. This will not end well.
Well, yeah, this'll learn all cutie marks for sure. But you can't tell any pony about this, Twi. This is super duper top secret. It won't work if it's not a surprise.
Okay, she won't tell any pony. She'll just tell Spike and Zecora and let them spread the word.
Sure. You can trust me. Cross my heart and hope to fly. Stick a cupcake in my eye.
That a yes?
Yes.
Well, alright then. Anyway, we were practicing in the town square last night, like always, and things were going pretty well. We took a break, during which time me and Sweetie Belle hung out by the bridge. But I don't know where Scootaloo was at that time, or what she was up to. A short while after that, we heard a sudden loud crash coming from Carousel Boutique.
We had a sudden loud crash coming from the Carousel Boutique. Spelling error.
We didn't know what in tarnation was happening now, so we just walked for a bit to see what was going on.
Okay, I have to Excuse me, I have to burp, apparently. I have to compliment the artwork. That is really cool. That is a really good artwork. I have no idea who's doing the artwork, but kudos to you.
And then a little while after that, some pony ran across the bridge real fast. We didn't get a good look at it, but I'm pretty sure it was Scootaloo, Twi.
You think?
What? Oh, no. That can't be right.
Afraid it is, Twi. I didn't know what was going on, but since it seemed like Scootaloo was in trouble, we all figured, well, better not say anything about it. I'm awful sorry I lied to you, Twi.
It's fine, really. You did the right thing in telling me all this. This has been a big help.
Scootaloo's not a thief, Twi. You gotta believe me. You gotta help her. Promise.
Spoiler alert, Scootaloo is not the thief.
I promise on my honor as an investigator that I will clear Scootaloo's name and get to the bottom of this.
Is that something that's valuable?
Let's just say that, yes, I promise.
Alright, is that everything? That's everything for here anyway. That was never stated. Oh, right, the whole waiting around thing. Okay, stupid me. Stupid me forgetting everything. Do we present Scootaloo to Rarity or something?
Rarity, I hate to say it, but I don't think you're telling me the whole truth here.
Did her voice just change, or...?
Why, darling, whatever do you mean? I dare say I resent your accusation, my dear.
All right, then. Let's look at this a different way. How quickly did you come downstairs after you thought something was wrong?
Immediately, of course, but I don't see what relevance that has to anything.
I don't have all the answers here, but neither does Rarity. Maybe I can get her to talk, if I make it seem like I know more than I really do.
Okay, I swear, I think the voice actor changed there for a minute.
Rarity, I spoke to Apple Bloom earlier and learned that she witnessed Scootaloo crashing through your window last night. I also learned that Scootaloo stayed for roughly a minute before leaving the boutique. Now, if you came downstairs immediately after hearing the crash, don't you think you might have seen something?
I mean, that is... I suppose you do have a point.
Thanks, Celestia. It worked.
Last night unlocked.
You are correct, Twilight. I did see Scootaloo last night. I did not know what to make of it, and meant to protect her. I do apologize for not being forthright about it.
And then Rarity's voice changed. Wow, everybody's voice is changing. Okay, maybe their voice actor isn't changing. Maybe it's just like they're sounding differently, trying to fit the mood or something like that. But anyway.
I understand, Rarity. But if that investigation team from Canterlot comes here and finds any of that out, what do you think their conclusion is going to be?
You do have a point, I must say.
Yeah, her voice seems normal now, but Twilight seems to be staged different.
All right, time to get to the bottom of this.
Alright.
All right, Rarity. Please tell me everything you know about what you saw last night. I can't help if I don't have all the details.
Of course, Twilight. I shall do my best.
It's an interrogation, therefore she's going to be lying.
I finished up all of my work for yesterday evening earlier than I had expected, so naturally I wanted to get my beauty sleep.
She sounded like GLaDOS there. I finished up all of my work.
I had been somewhat deprived as far as sleep goes, given that a certain client of mine had made several last-minute orders.
And like a text.
I had finally fallen into a blissful, restful sleep.
Lucky.
When, all of a sudden, I awoke to the sound of a loud crash coming from the first floor!
God damn you, you get blissful, restful sleep. I get 7 hours of staying awake.
Well, I was just scared out of my wits at that moment, so I made great haste downstairs to see what in Celestia's name was going on. What I found there was awful, terrible, horrible! The first floor of my boutique, ransacked, ruined, torn apart! Oh, what is a man to do?
A mayor is to stop being overdramatic.
Worse still, True Bloom, my prized jewel, was gone! Snatched from my very home! And perhaps, worst of all, when I came to the scene, the very first thing I saw was the image of an orange and purple pony darting out my door. I cannot explain what I saw any other way than to say that Scootaloo broke the window to my boutique, tore my boutique apart in search for True Blue, and then made off with it.
She wasn't carrying True Blue, I'm pretty sure.
Surely you can see why I kept this from you, Twilight. This isn't Scootaloo at all. Yet, there she was.
I know this can't be right. It just can't, but...
Speak up.
Is there anything wrong with what she's saying?
I finished up all of...
Weird, I can't press this one for some reason.
I-
Or whatever.
Which certain client was this, out of curiosity?
Who else but Sapphire Shores? She gives me such good business. But I don't want to gossip, of course, but my goodness, does that man love jewels, Twilight? Although, I suppose her request was what got me searching for gems, which was what caused me to find True Blue in the first place. It wasn't so bad, all things told. Well, as soon as I get True Blue back, that is. Hint, hint.
Right, so anyway, you had just gone to sleep?
I had finally fallen into
What kind...
Crash, we talking about that? I started to think I should just skip the... You know what, never mind, I'm just gonna keep reading it.
kind of crash that a window makes when it gets broken. Honestly, Twilight, I dare say I needn't spell this one out for you.
Right. So, what did you do when you heard this crash?
Well,
If there were potentially dangerous thieves in your home, why would you have gone downstairs so quickly? Weren't you worried for your safety?
I suppose that I did not even consider the possibility that I might have been in danger, now that you mention it.
Yeah.
But really, Twilight, that's rather beside the point, is it not?
And I have completely run out of stuff to say. God damn. I need to think of things to talk about.
What I found there was awful.
Read that thing. Ransack room, blah, blah, blah. What is it about?
Wow, you seem pretty upset. I'm sorry.
My jaw is cracking. It's really weird.
Of course I'm upset! All that time put into organization and sorting and everything like that. Ruined! Just ruined!
Yeah, that's why I don't bother with it.
Now I'm going to have to put all that work into sorting the first floor all over again.
Your voice is getting quiet.
That's what has her upset? I know I can be a bit obsessive about organization, but sheesh.
Worse still!
I love how you, for some reason, you can't press this or anything.
Rarity, this is incredibly important. Please tell me exactly what it was you saw here. Was there any chance, any at all, that what you saw wasn't Scootaloo?
Well, I'm afraid that it all went by so fast that I didn't get a very good look. I had to turn on the lights before I could see anything at all, and by that time, it had very nearly left. All I can say is that it was definitely something moving, and that I clearly saw the colors orange and purple.
I'm trying to think of a way to make a black and yellow reference here, but I can't.
But what about her cape? You didn't see that at all?
All I saw was her backside. Perhaps the cape had gotten wrapped around her front when she crashed through the window. I don't know, Twilight. If that does not describe Scootaloo, then who would it describe?
An OC pony?
Is she really the only pony who fits that description? Think, Twilight, think!
And if that was Scootaloo that I saw, then, well, I cannot
Is that really the only interpretation there is for what happened?
I'm starting to feel like really woozy. I'm starting to read this stuff out loud.
Surely you can see why I kept this from you, Twilight. I bet I had been so...
I think that would be good.
Rarity, what you said contradicts this bit of evidence.
It doesn't.
No. I don't believe it does, Twilight.
Oh, my mistake.
This one?
Rarity.
Oh.
Oh, do tell, darling! Although I do admit that I must agree, in that I can't see how this is relevant to what we're discussing here.
I found some white hair right near the tracks outside the window. And judging from their length and color, I don't think there's anyone else they could have come from other than opalescence. As a result, I think we can reasonably conclude that if those tire marks are from Scootaloo,
We didn't discuss this with Rarity before. You're just assuming she knows?
then it's entirely likely that she crashed through your window completely by accident, not purposefully. She was probably trying to avoid crashing into Opal, which may well have spooked Opal into running away.
This music is kind of suspenseful. Is something gonna happen?
Really? But then, that makes things all the more peculiar. Because it is still the fact that she must have stolen True Blue, no?
Let me ask a very important question before answering that. Do you, by any chance, keep your door locked when you go to sleep at night?
Why, yes, of course I do. But I don't see what that has to do with anything.
One follow-up question then. Do you also bring an opal from outside when you go to bed?
Of course! The poor dear, I couldn't leave her to fend for herself at night.
Then I think,
I think
we've
she'd be fine.
established something even more important than the accidental break-in.
I think Opal would be fine if you left her to fend for herself after seeing how she acts in the series.
Twilight, I must ask that you be more direct, as I am not following one word you're saying.
Alright, let's think about the facts of the case thus far. We know that you heard a crash and came downstairs to see Scootaloo quickly leaving your boutique. We can reasonably conclude that she probably was responsible for the broken window. However, we also know that the broken window was likely an accident, and that she had veered off course with her scooter because she was avoiding Opal.
I love how when I skipped the last thing, I accidentally stopped right at wind, so it said the broken wind was caused by Scootaloo or something. Yeah, that's great.
Who was immediately in front of her path. You just told me, though, that you bring an opal and lock your door at night. So that raises perhaps the most interesting question of all here.
How to get burned? How to get burned?
Namely, what was Opal doing outside in the first place?
That works too.
But she would have gotten out when Scootaloo opened the door, would she not?
That's not possible. Think about it. When was it that she veered to avoid Opal?
Right before she crashed through the window. Ah!
That is O, not ah.
I trust you're beginning to see my point. If indeed your door had been locked and had remained that way until Scootaloo left, there would have been no way Opal would have been outside in the first place.
But that would mean that some pony else was in my boutique as well?
Exactly. I think we can reasonably conclude at this point that there at least is the possibility that someone else had entered your boutique before Scootaloo.
I think Twilight keeps on saying, I think we can reasonably conclude at this point too much.
And that they're the ones who opened the door so that Opal could get out. The question now, though, is who that would be. And that's just what I'm going to find out.
Gee, I wonder if we could figure out who it is just by the flashback or whatever it is, the thing at the beginning. Scootaloo updated it evidence.
Well, this case has certainly turned out to be more interesting than I thought it would be. First, Scootaloo, of all ponies, comes under suspicion. And now we've opened the possibility that some pony else was also at the scene of the crime. Just who was it that came to the boutique before Scootaloo did? I have the feeling that this case is going to get even more interesting from here on out. And I won't rest until I've seen it through to the end.
I keep on burping, don't know why.